up, Bridal Babes? I hope you're ready to tour an exciting wedding venue with me today. We're at the St. Anthony Hotel in downtown San Antonio. This hotel venue is where history meets luxury. It's perfect whether you're having a micro wedding or an event of up to 800 people. Guest accommodations, gourmet catering, and service that will make your event stand out. You are not going to want to miss this one. Make sure you stay tuned for the full tour, and we're going to taste a little bit of drinks and catering later. So with that, let's get started. All right, Bridal Babes, here we are in the stunning presidential suite at the St. Anthony Hotel. We're here with Melissa, the catering sales manager.
Hi, Kat.
Yes,
hi. Welcome.
So good. Thank you for having us.
Our pleasure. We're so happy that you're here.
Oh my gosh.
I'm super excited to show you the space.
Yes, we're so excited to take it all in and show these Bridal Babes everything you have in store. Why don't you tell us a little bit about the location of the St. Anthony?
For sure. So we are located at 300 East Travis. We're slightly north of downtown, across from Travis Park. So we're steps away from the Riverwalk, but we've just got such beautiful scenery around us, and we've got a little bit of everything. So it's quiet, yet you can walk to the party in just a couple of steps.
Yes, it's an incredible location. And tell me a little bit about the history behind the hotel.
Oh wow, so the St. Anthony is just known for history. That's just who we are. But we opened in 1909, so we're over 100 years old.
Wow.
But our owners have really maintained this hotel and maintained the structural integrity of what we stand for, and that's history and elegance and timeless. We feed that old Hollywood, that era that is so special and so iconic. So we're super excited that, you know, we get to share that with all of our businesses and brides and anyone that really comes through, and just guests also that want to come and take it in.
Yes, the history here is so unique, and I can honestly hands down say this is the most luxurious venue that couples have access to in the San Antonio area.
Yeah, you know, we've hosted dignitaries, royalty, we've hosted superstars and movie stars. I think, but the most special are the ones that have made this their special place for their forever moment of getting married here. You know, I think we have seen generation after generation really just come experience what it's like, and then their children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren honor them by coming back and having their events here too, which is so special.
Yes, so special. You can't do that just anywhere.
Yep.
The St. Anthony has that.
Sure does.
So tell me a little bit, you mentioned businesses and weddings. What are the types of events that can be held here?
Yeah, well, you know, we pride ourselves in weddings. You know, interestingly enough, weddings really maintained the hotel during COVID. You know, people were still getting married slowly and in small, you know, groups. But we didn't really have a lot of business come through because we are a convention hotel still. But we will host anything from your galas to your, you know, corporate conferences to, of course, your weddings and socials and stuff like that.
Yes.
So,
tell me about the different event spaces here at the St. Anthony.
we've got quite a few, actually. We've got about 24,000 square feet in the hotel of event space.
Wow.
We've got 3 beautiful ballrooms. We've got the Anacostia, which is our main ballroom, which you guys will get to see. And then we have our Perot ballroom and the Draper. And then, of course, we have other really cute little spaces all around the hotel for micro weddings too. So we can't forget about them because we always have space for them too.
Yes. So tell me about a wedding day, ceremony, reception. Where would those typically take place on site?
Yeah, we've got a couple of different options. So say if we had a couple that wanted to come and host a wedding from, say, 100 to 300 people, we would offer them the Perot room, which can seat up to 250 to 300 depending on the setup. For ceremony, and then they would make their way out into Peacock Alley for cocktail hour, and then make their way into the Anacostia ballroom for dinner, dance, and reception. It's a really quick and very easy way to kind of maneuver that space. We also have the rooftop terrace, which is really beautiful, and it gives you that, you know, skyline and rooftop vibe. It's just such a really cool space. Our couples have been able to utilize as well.
Yes. So you mentioned the Peacock Alley. Is there a reason why it's called Peacock, or can you give me a little bit of a rundown on that?
Well, Peacock Alley is actually the name of the alley that's literally right behind the hotel. But what makes it so beautiful is the iconic green color, the seating, the furniture, everything has just been handpicked to be as beautiful as that space is, with those crystal chandeliers, you know, the Italian marble tile. Dorothy Draper, actually, who is a very well-known interior designer, chose the color because green just means, you know, richness and
It's
think about that
luxury.
luxury. Yeah, for sure. So, you know, I think that's one of the reasons why. But we've taken up the whole Peacock Alley name and brought it in because it just looks beautiful that way. And this is the colors.
Yes, and if you're from San Antonio, I know you know what she's talking about. It is iconic and a perfect place for bridal portraits, that cocktail hour like you're saying. So you mentioned that you have space for up to 300. Kind of walk me through the different spaces and their capacities.
Sure. So the Anacacho Ballroom is our main ballroom. We can actually do 350 in there, depending on the setup of the room, of course. But if you say we're doing a wedding, we're gonna have a dance floor, and then we'll have banquet rounds, we can do about 300. But the cool thing about Anacacho is that there's an adjacent room, which is the Perot room, which can do up to 100 to 150. So opening those doors, and they're French doors, and it's really creates a different space for the couple, but you can go as high as 400 or 500, really.
Wow.
For your reception. And don't forget, you still have the balcony too, which is really great. And it's such a cool space up there. People think that, you know, they're going to be disconnected, but they're not, because when you're up there, the vantage point to see down, you really get some of the best seats in the house.
Yeah, I think that's such a unique part of that ballroom is having that bird's eye view down on the reception.
Absolutely.
Such an incredible, unique way to experience a wedding, honestly. Yeah.
So with Anacacho and having that many, we can also do something smaller, on a smaller scale. You can do 150 to 200, which we kind of say that's a manageable, you know, number to have. That can fit easily in Anacacho, or if you wanted something more intimate, we can move on to the Draper room or the Perot room and still get that same luxury feel and timeless memory in that space. It doesn't have to be so large, you know, it can be smaller too.
And so obviously we're in a hotel, so tell me a little bit about guest accommodations and how that can tie into the wedding weekend.
Absolutely. We really want the couple to invite their friends and family and out-of-town guests to stay with us. So we'll definitely offer a room block, a courtesy room block of up to 10 rooms. We take pride in the rate that we provide them because we want them to be able to take advantage of that. In addition to that, our couples will also get a complimentary night in a suite in the hotel the night of their wedding. So that's actually really fun and so much easier for them, so they're not kind of all over the place. But that's the beauty of being in a hotel, you have that ability.
Yes, and whether you're from San Antonio or from out of town, you are going to appreciate so much the time you spend here in the hotel, and that weekend is going to be so special.
Absolutely.
Tell me a little bit about the other accommodations available at St. Anthony. Catering, bar service.
Yeah, so the hotel has our St. Anthony Club, which is our hotel bar, and it first opened up as a men's club only, so that was pretty interesting. So going into that space is just really, really awesome. But we also have Gallery on the Park, which is available for breakfast and lunch. And then we have Rebelle, which is open for dinner and Sunday brunch, and then Rebelle has Haunt. So we've got quite a few outlets. And then of course we have our pool bar over the summer. So it's just, there's a lot of really cool spaces and things that our guests can do before they head outside our four walls.
Yes, and so I know we're gonna see the chef and try some things in a little bit, but walk me through a little bit about how the catering tasting and how the couples pick out their menus and all of that process.
Yeah, for sure. So my role as a catering sales manager is to really get them started. So I will walk with them, show them the space, kind of help them envision what their life would be like having their wedding here. And then we go to contracting phase, and after that, we start planning phases. So the first planning phase would incorporate us getting together, sitting down, and kind of getting their overall vision. Like, what do they want to see? What is their biggest priorities and so forth. And then after that, we schedule a tasting because we want to make sure that they get exactly what they want, right? We do a lot of different packages, so you can find those on our website or on, you know, the Wedding Wire website as well. one of the things that we do primarily is we give the couples the opportunity to really, curate their own menu. We say you can do this, and it's really based off what they want. So then chef really plays a big role in that. So he'll come in and, present some really beautiful things that you're gonna get to see, a small little taste of that. And then after that, we bring everyone in for our last phase of meetings to just finalize the details, get it ready, and then the day of the wedding, you are assigned a banquet captain who will own it and take care of you from the rest of the night on. I'm typically here as well just to make sure that there's, anything else that the couple needs. We're here. I mean, we definitely are full service.
Amazing. And so since we are downtown, talk to me a little bit about parking, security, any of those extra details that might come in.
So the beauty about where we are is we have the ability to have, hotel first and foremost, we valet, but if our guests don't want to do that, there are several surface lots within a block radius, if so. Then we have a couple of city operated garages that they can park as well, but the hotel will valet pretty much everybody, which is nice. And then of course we do have our own loss prevention that's available 24 hours a day in the hotel. There's bike patrol. We have a very good relationship with everyone in the community when it comes to safety. So we definitely, pride ourselves in that.
I love that. So we've talked accommodations, we've talked catering, bar service. Tell me a little bit about what else is provided by the St. Anthony. Is there decor, rentals?
Yeah. So we will, what comes as having your wedding with the hotel is we will provide the tables, the chairs, the linens, the napkins, the china, the glassware, pretty much everything that's going to be the foundation of the event space.
Okay.
We will do the setup and the tear down so that way no one has to worry about staying later to clean up or what have you. That's our job. And then, of course, if the couple wants to bring in their own floral or their own cake or what have you, they can definitely do that. But the hotel, we encourage our couples to utilize everything that we have to help them, save a little if they wanted to. But if they wanted something specific, then we would, allow them to go and bring in anything they need, which, they can hire outside vendors for that.
Okay, cool. And speaking of outside vendors, do you have a preferred vendor list, a required vendor list? How can couples choose their vendors?
Yeah. We really want the couples to feel comfortable choosing their own. We don't necessarily have a preferred vendor list, but we do encourage them to find who they feel most comfortable with. And then once they've made their selection, then we just connect with them just to make sure that logistically they know where they're going and how to set up and tear down and stuff like that. But we encourage them to choose who they like. Now we do work with a lot of great vendors and we have great relationships with quite a few people. We pride ourselves in having those good relationships.
Awesome. So Melissa, walk me through the booking process, the timeline, how can couples find you?
Yeah, well, you can find us on Marriott.com or you can go to thestanthonyhotel.com. We're also on Facebook and Instagram as the St. Anthony Hotel. But if they're really interested and they want to come and have their wedding here, we encourage them to give us a call at the hotel directly. They can go to Marriott.com under the events tab and submit their request so that we can get with them and then make a schedule to bring them in. We don't really book over a year out. So I know it can get a little daunting when you know that you want to book your stuff really fast. The hotel works a little differently, so we want to make sure that we have the space and we can provide them the weekends that they're looking for, but typically it's within 1 year.
Right, and that's good to know. So
Yeah.
Bridal Babes, write that down if you're interested in the St. Anthony. Okay, and I'm super excited to try what Chef has prepared for us with the food and drinks.
Let's go.
Okay. All right, Bridal Babes, Melissa and I have been joined by Chef Patrick. He is the executive chef here at the St. Anthony Hotel.
Hello.
Hi.
Nice to be here.
Oh yes, I mean, it is an honor to be here with you. I'm so excited to try the food you've prepared and learn a little bit about what inspired it. So could you walk us through what is plated in front of us?
So what we wanted to do was show you a variety of things that we can offer. We recognize it's a special day and we want to have you comfortable with asking for what you're looking for, what you want. So this is different proteins, different cooking techniques, different side items, different vegetables, and we can mix and match what you want from that. So if you like this, but you want it on that plate, you want the chicken with that sauce, we can do all of those things and make it work. Or if you have something special in mind when you come and speak with Melissa, we're here, we'll make it happen. Yeah, that's it. So what's in front of you is we have a roasted salmon. I've got a pan-seared filet, grilled butternut squash risotto, roasted airline chicken.
Wow.
Yeah, and then the vegetables is anything that's in season at the moment that we grabbed, and yeah, the potatoes, different variations that we have there.
And I'm assuming these are cocktail hour type of hors d'oeuvres?
Generally, we have that's part of the package. We have the hors d'oeuvres part of it, and so this is just some items that we do offer. This one draws me because it's an interesting story. So this one here is the Fiesta chicken, and if you're from San Antonio, you know what it is. If you're not, like myself, I remember the first time it came up, I didn't make it that way, and everyone thought, "What are you guys doing?" So I've never been to Fiesta, so that's going to change this year. That represents the chicken on a stick, which apparently is really big with a roll and a jalapeno on it. It's our take on that, so it's fun.
Yes, iconic San Antonio. Yeah. Everything looks so gourmet and delicious. The plating is beautiful. Tell me a little bit about how couples can customize their plates with you in their tasting process.
Well, we actually did something like this last week where they had a variety of things like this and they wanted to change it around, and we took it into the back and did what they wanted and showed them what the plate would actually look like and took pictures that way. That's simple enough for us to do because everything is done. But if you had something in mind, you can communicate with us ahead of time and we'll work it out, and we'll try to give you exactly what you want. We want it to be a special day, and the food should be an afterthought. It needs to be wonderful, of course, but you have other things to do.
Yeah, you don't need to be worried about it, and you won't have to worry about it here at the St. Anthony because you guys provide excellence. Tell me a little bit about the type of, is it seated meals? Is it buffet? What does it look like at the reception?
Well, there's a lot of different options that our couples can take advantage of. We offer plated meals, just like you see here. We also do reception style. We'll offer buffet. It's really, once we get a chance to chat with the couple and get their overall vision, what do they want to see? How much food do they want? What's their favorite type of food? We'll kind of narrow it down to figure out what exactly we can do. But I mean, the ball is in their court. They tell us what they want and we can make it happen.
I love it. Couples, you can make your day here at the St. Anthony and still know that everything is going to be just exquisite. And we have these cocktails here. Isn't this a St. Anthony signature?
Yeah, so thank you for asking.
Oh yeah.
So we have the prickly pear margarita. So the St. Anthony is known for their St. Anthony margaritas. We just jazzed it up a little and added some prickly pear juice and a nice beautiful orchid and a salted rim, and they're mighty delicious. So I would definitely grab one so that way you can have it and we can toast to this beautiful partnership.
Yes.
Chef, please help yourself.
Oh, goodness, no, here, you have that.
Oh, thank you. Thanks.
Cheers to a beautiful venue, to delicious catering.
I mean, to your delicious food, Chef. My goodness.
Okay.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Thank you. So one really great things, and that I really want to focus on when it comes to the signature cocktails, that's one thing that the hotel will also do as a part of a package. So we can curate the best cocktail that the couple really wants, something that's going to really be representative of them. And this one is just so beautiful. So, I mean, who wouldn't want to drink something like this? And another really cool thing that I wanted to point out was our pastry chef, Ashley, has done just the most beautiful little setup. We provide a nice little amenity, a welcome amenity to the couple when they come in after the wedding is over.
Aww.
Give them a little something sweet and this cute little cake that she put together and some bubbles. So
it is literally one of the most just intentional little details that I could have ever imagined for a wedding day. Like the cutest little mini wedding cake I've ever seen. I've never seen a mini wedding cakes, but this is just like
beautiful.
I want 100 of them. Just for fun.
We can make that happen.
Okay, I know who to call.
Let's cheers to that.
Yes, cheers to that.
Cheers, Chef. Thank you so much. It's beautiful.
Well, there you have it, Bridal Babes. That about sums up our tour here at the St. Anthony Hotel. Stunning event spaces, delicious catering, amazing drinks, and the staff is so incredible to work with. So make sure you check out the St. Anthony Hotel today for your wedding if you're looking for that iconic, luxurious feel. And again, don't forget, the buzz doesn't have to stop here. We are everywhere online, so make sure you turn on those notifications, subscribe, like, and we'll see you next time.